Staley season, baby, back in full effect. I know y'all probably like, where y'all been? Well, here we are.
Well, a lot's been going on.
A lot's been going on. Wedding planning is crazy.
But the light is at the end of the tunnel, so.
Pretty much. We're getting there.
Good.
We're getting closer. We're reeling in.
At this point, we on autopilot, you know what I'm saying? So the plane is just flying, yo. But here's something we wanted to do in February. Like I said, things got crazy, but we still talking about it anyway. And we just want to talk a little bit about black love.
Black love.
You know, one of the reasons why we started this page is because, you know, we see some like black couples putting out content, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. But we see like you have on one end, you have on social media black couples posting and all this stuff, making videos, you know, black wedding pages, all that stuff is a beautiful thing. But then there's this other narrative. People say, oh, well, black men don't marry black women. You know, there's not a lot of black love. I don't see black people getting married.
Right.
You know, there's other narrative, which is not really exactly true.
Not really true.
But either way, like, perception's reality. Like, I think statistically, you know, especially when it comes to rich dudes, they say, oh, all these rich guys marry like white women and Asian women or whatever. But statistically, it's like 85% of brothers who make $77,000 or more are married to a black woman. I mean, think about some of your famous celebrities that you know. Most of them are married to a black woman, but that's not the perception. And perception is reality. So, you know, we're trying to do our part to break through that reality. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. I mean, black love is a beautiful thing. Like, you know, I don't want people to get it twisted and think that we have anything against, like, you know, interracial couples and things like that. Like, love is beautiful, period. You know, but for me, it's just something about, like, black love, even just seeing that, even before I was able to experience that, like, you know, wholeheartedly, like, it's just a beautiful thing. Like, even coming from, you know, having, you know, living in a black household, both our parents are black, you know, just being raised with that culture, you know, with that family, you know, just being able to, you know, look and see yourself and who you're growing around. And it's like, you know, for me, it's just like it's something I've always wanted to take hold of. So I think it's a beautiful thing that here I am and I'm able to continue, you know, that legacy of culture, for better words.
I mean, I think she hit the nail on the head. Like, nobody's saying, you know, like, yo, do you. Like, you fall in love with who you fall in love with. You know what I'm saying? I never bash nobody and who they fall in love with. You fall in love with who you fall in love with. Like, that's life. Like, ain't nobody stopping you. You know, my only issue is when people have, like, the wrong reasons. Like, if you just go, yo, dogs, I met somebody, I love them, that's fine. But when you start bashing people,
like black women are ignorant, or
black women stupid,
they ghetto,
or black men are this,
they always want to argue and fight, and they
black
rowdy.
Men thugs, black men. It's like, yo, 1 second, you got to stop and really think about it. Like, yo, if you can't tell, both my parents are black, right? So if I'm bashing black women, I'm at the same time bashing my mom, my aunts, my cousins. You know what I'm saying? I'm bashing them unintentionally. Like, people don't realize that. Like, when you bash black men, you're bashing your father, your uncles, your cousins, your friends, mentors. Like, you're saying they're not good. And it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like, my mom was pretty good to me. I had aunts, all types of women that poured into my life. So I could never fix my mouth to say black women are horrible or that. Like, yo, that's wild. So whenever people say, look, I even hear, like, even with white people, it's funny. Like, if I hear another white person bash other white people, I'd be like, yo, you wild. Like, yo, it don't make no sense. Like, why would you do that? That's the craziest thing ever. Like, don't bash yourself. You can still love something else and not hate something. Like, yo, love, you can love without hating. Like, you can love something without hating something else. Like, they're not polar opposites.
It's about what place it comes from. Like, to be transparent, like, I had a guy who I like had a crush on and I was really interested in, and he pretty much said to me like, oh, well, you know, I want to be with a Dominican girl, or, you know, I want her hair to curl when she get out the shower. And I'm like, Like what? Like my hair curled when I got the show. Like I mean, he didn't like wasn't trying to like have a direct conversation with me, but he pretty much mentioned those things. I'm just like, what? It was just kind of like that. Just sounds like immature. I understand like a preference. I get it. Like things you want in a woman. Like oh, I want to have a big butt. You know, I want to have a nice smile. Like I get it. But when it comes to like you only narrowing yourself down to a certain race, and like he even it was so like kind of ignorant to me because it was kind of like Dominican women. There are dark skinned Dominican women. So when you saying like oh you want someone light skinned, it's like most of them are dark. So it's like you don't even make sense.
But that don't mean he don't know it's like of natives to those islands, blacks and Spaniards. So there's a lot of people who are mixed up all different races. That's another separate video you could talk about, like the racism in Latin America, which doesn't make like any sense because you go like there were so many slaves brought over there. So a lot of people black, and the funniest when you see people who be like darker than me talk about, yo, I don't like black people. I'm like, yo, dogs, your ancestors, you might have more African blood in you than me. You know what I'm saying? Like how you even fix your lips to say that is the craziest thing. But that's another topic for another day. So sometimes people say ignorant stuff. They don't know where they're coming from.
Things.
But that's why I said we don't bash nobody. You interracial, you white, you Asian, who cares? We don't bash that. But yo, we putting on because we know that perception's reality, and a lot of people believe that black love not happening. They believe they ain't seeing black couples getting married, young black couples getting married and staying together. So we not just trying to be married to marry, but we also trying to stay together. Because like I said, I grew up in a house, the black couple who are still together. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's possible. I never doubted that at all, you know, but some people, not everybody grew up like that. So, you know.
And for me, I see black women tend to give up, or they may say things like, oh, I guess I gotta, you know, look for a white man, or, you know, oh, because, you know, looking at the, you know, ratio of things, it's like a lot of black men are locked up, or, you know, they're not really at where I want them to be. It's just kind of like a lot of people are, you know, hopeless and feeling like, oh, you know, I'm not going to find that black man, so I might as well look other places. And it's kind of like, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, it's not necessarily true. Like, I still feel like, you know, there are options there for you. And it's more so about like, what is your desire? Don't just give that up and, you know, and lower, you know, your standards. You know, I'm not saying that you have to do that. But what I am saying is that there is hope. And I feel like if you come in from a place of that, kind of like, oh, well, I ain't gonna get that, so I'm gonna have to look for this. It's just kind of like, I don't think that's the best way to move, especially because I feel like something in you is going to kind of be bothered even growing with that other person. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, at the end of the day, the whole fact that I like self-love is like, I love me. Like, I love, you know, my hair. I love my culture. And it's like, I want to continue that. So it's like, that's something that I am, you know, just standing for. And it's like, I don't want to give up on that. Not saying that people are, but in some situations they are, you know, like for us, it's like, you know, our theme for our wedding is Black love. Like, you know, that's something that, you know, we really are, you know, putting out there, and that we want people to represent with us. Like, you know, and that's just something that we decided to, you know, stand on because that's what we see when we look at each other. And it's a motivation, you know, like just to love ourselves and to just keep growing what we have and where we come from.
Facts. So, yo, more stuff is on the way. Y'all take care. We see y'all later. Holla.
See you later.